Time for a fractions lesson. Let's start. Let's make it a given I have 5 marbles. Now, let's also make it given there are 5 marbles in the entire universe. Given this information, we now know I have 100% of marble. All the marbles in the universe are mine. Therefore, I have the all-powerful power of the whole universe because I have all the marbles? Okay, that's where his logic comes in. My logic says 5/5 of all marbles. Now, let's observe what 5/5 looks like on a pie chart. See that? That's 5/5. Now, this looks suspiciously like 1 whole. 1 is not equal to infinity. I didn't bother writing this, but 1 is not equal to infinity. Now, let's say I have 12 million billion trillion marbles, and there are 12 million billion trillion marbles in the entire universe. Then your pie chart looks more like this. See, there's so many lines you can't even tell them apart, which also looks suspiciously like 1 whole. It doesn't matter how much of something you have. If you have all of it, you have 100% of it, not an infinite quantity. Thank you for your time. I hope I helped you with the most basic of math concepts. Now, because I know you didn't pay any attention while I was doing that, I'm going to demonstrate it with magic. Now, nothing in this hand, nothing in this hand. I have 5 marbles. In this case, I decided to use 5 cents. I have all of these 5 cents. All of it. I'm all-powerful over this 5 cents. But now, I still only have 1. Still only have 1. Now let's say I even have 12 million billion trillion marbles. I still only have all the marbles. I'm not sure quite what's so hard to understand about that. Yes. I dumped 26 nickels on the ground. Epic win. That felt great. Now, I think I'm gonna explain something else, and that's that infinite power is not God. Maybe God exists and maybe God has infinite power, but does that mean that infinite power is equal to God? So if I charge this battery up an infinite amount, it instantly becomes God? Okay, so I have my all-powerful battery that can charge anything in the world. You can, no end of power, right? So this battery is going to be able to, raise mountains or create universes or whatever it is God does? No. Even if you really do have an infinite quantity of energy, that doesn't mean you have God. Alright. Let's make another argument.
Let me just bring up a point here. What is infinite in this world?
Infinite in this world? There's no such thing as infinite in this world.
Exactly.
Yes. Now let me make an interesting point. Here we have a contained universe. Inside this, hypothetically it's a contained universe. Inside this box, the laws of physics don't apply. There could be a unique mix of gases. There could be all kinds of things in this box that we don't know. Now watch this. I'm God. I want to do stuff to this universe. So what do I do? Well, what's the first thing you want to do if you want to mess with a box? Open it. It's not a universe anymore. It's just a box. It's because everything out there is now mixed with what's in here. Because to open it, they have to be part of the same thing. They have to have the same rules of physics and what's inside. So the definition of a universe is the point at which you cannot travel anymore. God's not outside the universe. Because if he was, he couldn't affect us at all. Now, I believe God's not inside the universe. I think that you're standing too close to me with that camera. Because I'm about to demonstrate something. Now, let me show you something. Here's a coin. See what it flipped? Heads. Now, you could say God made it go heads. Or you could say the velocity at which I flipped my finger and all of the collisions with all the air particles and then eventually the gravity and the point at which it intercepted with my hand, basic physics, is what determined it was heads. Or you could say God did it. But why would you need to do that when you can have basic explanations? It can be written down in paper, a computer understands them, they make sense. Now, let's say you have the way that a person chooses to do something. Is this some God thing? No, actually, that's a bad argument because people say God can't influence free will. Here's the thing. For God to exist, he has to be omnipotent. That means he's above the local laws of physics. And that means he can probably influence free will. Sorry. But I'm about to point out that if God exists, he's a jerk. Because if God is truly omnipotent, then he has been able to, that means he can see everything, he knows everything, he can do anything he wants instantly. Not only is he letting us all kill each other in wars and stuff, but that means he has personally sat by with every miscarriage, rape, child murder, molestation, every little thing that God, those are the sorts of things that I think deserve to be removed from existence. I mean, I'm sure that maybe there's other things that deserve it more, but I would probably start to get rid of things like, I'm going to start by getting rid of rape, molestation, child murders. Now, if God is truly omnipotent, which is the only way he can exist, he flat out ignores those. He sits and watches every single one and doesn't do a damn thing. Is this a God you want to believe in? And with that, I'm done.